Many changes have occurred in Gadsden over the past few years. For a city to grow, perceptions do play an important role as to future growth. The way we look at ourselves and the image we try to convey all have an important part as to how a city is perceived. Over the years, millions of dollars have been spent to improve Gadsden's image, much of that on the renovation of our downtown area. But with all the money spent on improvements, one thing remains an eyesore, and that's the CSX bridge, which crosses our beautiful Coosa River.
Part of what we're concerned about right now is the way that people coming from out of town, as well as our citizenry, looks at the downtown area. You know, they have things called gateways. You create something that looks a little different, makes you feel like you have arrived in a place or a destination called gateways. Our CSX bridge, unfortunately, which was built in 1892, and used to be a connection from east to west. In the last few years, it has become something of a disconnection. From north to south, the view that people have of our city is blemished by the CSX bridge. Considering the fact that our city has already, in the first 10 years that downtown has had an organization to push a revitalization plan, the city has put in almost $6 million into the downtown area in improving their properties and developing other properties and doing public improvements. It would seem a small thing for CSX to take some responsibility for a bridge that is a blight on our community and that is very visible for people who live in the community and those who might be enticed to come in and spend money in this community. The renovation of the CSX bridge, which basically just involves repainting the bridge, which as far as I know has not been repainted in over 100 years, it would seem that we're long overdue.
The Broad Street Bridge project was fun, it was successful, it was about another perspective on getting your message out, and it was one that the Center for Cultural Arts is proud to be involved in, sort of art activism, if you will. In July of 2003, we were doing some summer camps with elementary and middle school children, and we brought in environmental artist Daniel Dancer to do a project. And what we did is we took the 150 kids that are in the summer camp program and lined them up in a 125-foot hummingbird that was across the street from Disque. The Cherokee word for hummingbird is Walela, and it's their symbol of hope and joy. So we pointed the beak towards the river bridge in hopes that we'd soon be joyful that CSX would paint the bridge. The bridge that runs across the river is an eyesore, and it has potentially harmful flecks of paint that fall into the Coosa River. So on Thursday, the Gadsden Times ran a big picture of our hummingbird and tagged it with, if you want to be a part of making a giant paintbrush on the Memorial Bridge that we could send to CSX, because we've tried, gosh knows we've tried words, so we thought we'd now try doing some art to see if maybe we could get their attention. And so Friday afternoon, we had about 150 to 170 people that lined up on the Coosa River Memorial Bridge in the shape of a paintbrush. And we took an aerial photograph of that, and it has the CSX bridge in the background. Shortly into September, we got a reply from them saying that they wouldn't paint the bridge, that it was basically just they didn't do beautification projects, and that's a shame. I hope that CSX will change their mind and decide to paint the bridge.
The CSX bridge has served its purpose well, but as with all things, time, weather, and the elements have taken their toll. All we ask is for CSX to be a responsible corporate citizen. Let's work together to find a way to creatively solve this serious problem.